Hi, Merch Money. We have Neil with us today, and he has an awesome announcement for Merch Informer that we'll talk about. But first, I just want to say we are streaming in 5 places. I finally uploaded StreamYard, and I'm excited. So, in the comments, let us know which of those 5 places you're watching from.
What were the 5 again? Remind me. I know you literally just
So,
told me. But,
YouTube, our Facebook page, Merch Money Facebook page, Merch Money Facebook group,
nice.
our mastermind group, and Etsy 30-day challenge mastermind group that we had set up for anyone that had used our link for that challenge. So awesome. You'll have to let us know where you're watching from. So anyway, Neil literally just announced this, like 30 minutes ago or so, and I was watching it, and I was like, oh my God, we have to talk about this. So tell everybody what the announcement is.
Yeah, so we just released patterns inside of the Merch Informer Designer. That is something that I don't know if Matthew Pate is watching this, has been bugging me for months about. But I was also having an issue because I'm selling a lot of just pattern pop sockets in general on merch. And I would sit there and I would do the pattern ones myself. I hire out all of the graphic design aspects, but creating a pattern really isn't that hard. It's just so time consuming. So we were getting suggestions to make an easy way to create patterns, and I was also sitting there banging my head against a wall trying to speed up the process. So that's why we built an easy, it's like a one-click button to create patterns inside of the designer.
Somebody's saying they can't hear you very well. I can hear you fine, so I'm not sure. Right, but maybe just try to...
One second. Let's see.
But anyway, thank you guys all for commenting. We've got somebody watching from the Merch Money page. Sorry, on StreamYard, it's not showing your name. It's showing like this. But we got
Facebook Merch Money user. There we go.
Yeah, Facebook user. But we got somebody from the Mastermind Etsy 30-day challenge, the Facebook page, a whole bunch of places. So thank you guys. I'm glad it's working. It's so exciting that you can go live in 5 places at the same time. I love it. Okay, awesome.
Cool. And can everyone hear me a little bit better? I turned my mic up, so okay.
Yes, it sounds great. And then Joanne's watching from the Etsy Mastermind Challenge. Awesome. There's so much we can do. There's banners. There's so much stuff. So we'll see what happens. But anyway, I was watching the announcement. I immediately, as soon as Neil stopped talking, I immediately went into Merch Informer Designer and tried it out. Super easy. So I don't know if you want to go show people how it works.
Yeah, let's see if I can do that. Can I? Let's see. Share screen.
Yep.
I gotta find which screen. I think it's this one. All right. Yep. Can you guys see that?
Yes.
All right. Can you see that?
Yes.
All right. So here we have. So typically when you log in, you're going to see this page right here. So it's got t-shirts, hoodies, PopSockets, and then a few other things, good old things down here. I find this works best with PopSockets. So I've tried doing patterns on shirts. Kind of dumb. They don't really sell very well, and I can see why. They look kind of bad. But PopSockets, which we already have selected, sell incredibly well because people aren't looking for full designs. They're looking to, match their phone case, match their outfits. I don't know what people use PopSockets for, but they buy a lot of of PopSockets for their phones. Okay, so patterns do really, really well. The first thing you have to do when you come in here, though, is I always come down to shapes, and I pick a circle. We need to put a background color on it because Merch by Amazon says no transparent background. Okay, so I just make this big enough where, so this is the edge, right? You want to keep all your text inside of the red circle, and they do a cutoff on this blue-green circle here. So I'm just going to make this a background so it fills up the whole thing. Merch by Amazon actually cuts these corners off when they print, so just keep that in mind. But you need a background color. You can change this to, whatever you want. Good old pink, okay? So we'll have a pink background. And this is literally how easy it is. So you can either upload your own images to create the patterns with, or I'm just going to use some of these shapes that we already have in there. So let's do a butterfly. All right, so
that's exactly the one I practiced with.
The butterfly, awesome. And all you do is once you have the image selected, so the layer needs to be selected. So this is not selected. This is selected. You'd come up to the top, and you're going to see this little thing that looks like a pattern up here that is brand new. You're going to click that, and you're going to click one of these patterns. There's a few options in here. I like this one best, so you just click it, and there you go. Now, right off the bat, this doesn't look too great. One, because it's in the white area. But remember, Amazon's going to cut the white area off. They're only going to print that circle. So all you're going to see is what's in this circle. I kind of hate the pink, to be honest with you. Oh, God.
But everybody can see how easy that was. Like, that was it.
That was it. Button. So, I mean, you can come in here to the layers. You see I was looking for that layer. It's down here. Yeah. And I can select the layer and then change it if I wanted to. Or you can, remove some of these butterflies. But then all you have to do is, literally just download it and upload it to Merch by Amazon. If you have all of this stuff here and you're like, well, that's awful, I want to get rid of it, you want to go to the product tab over here and just click discard pattern. It's going to say, hey, do you want to discard it? Yes, I do, because it's ugly. And then you can come back in here and change this back to a normal color like black. and let's add that butterfly again. Now the butterfly is black, right? So I'm going to change the butterfly color to white. Oops. All right. So let's see here. I think hold on.
I think you have. Do you have a white version in there? I thought you had a white version butterfly.
There we go. There we go. You just changed the color. I don't know why I was doing that. And I can change them like this, come up here, do that again, and there you go. There's your beautiful pop socket. Now, I would spend a little bit more time with, you don't want to just use these shapes in here. You want to use some actual graphics, stuff that looks good in a pattern. But once you do that, and you can easily just crank out literally hundreds of these things, as long as you've done your research beforehand and then upload them to Amazon.
Yeah. We have a great question from Fashionista. She's saying, can you do multiple graphics?
Currently, it's set up for just one graphic, I believe, to create one kind of pattern that doesn't look like a huge mess. It's something we can look into in the future, but we just wanted to get this out the door and make sure that you guys have access to it. Since January is typically kind of like a slower month, just in Amazon in general, it should give you guys enough time to sort of, upload while things are slower and not as hectic now that Q4 is over.
You might be able to do layer them on top of each other, maybe.
I don't know. Let's try it. All right. So we'll come up here.
You could always save that one as a image if you needed to. And
all right, we're going to try it. So I've made the butterfly image. I selected this Canadian leaf. This is probably going to look pretty bad, but let's go with that. There you go.
There you go.
So yes, you can apparently. But as I said, this is ugly. Do not do this and upload it to Amazon. But yes, you can do multiple different patterns.
Oh yeah, this person said you could upload a graphic that has 2 items in it and then repeat that. That's true.
Because it'll all be on one layer. Basically what it does is it takes that layer that you upload or you find or something, you place it in the image, make sure it's turned the way you want it, and then you'll go through and you'll create the pattern out of it.
Thank you so much, everybody that's watching. This is so exciting, going live in 5 places. We've got so many people. We've got Ryan, Lisa is watching from the mastermind group, Elva, Janelle. Thank you guys all for tuning in. What do you guys think so far? And
stop sharing my screen. There we go.
Comment below with any questions or anything that you're excited about with it. The 2 things that come to mind for me are PopSockets and KDP books, journals and notebooks and things like that.
We also added this to the Book Bolt Designer as well.
Wow.
Because that's what I'm doing a lot of on KDP, but the big caveat there is, so I'll create something that looks kind of, flowery. People love flowers on KDP. I don't know. So, I'll create the pattern there, and then for the title of the book, I'll just put like a block of, white, so it's not overlapping anything, and put the title there, and it works incredibly well.
Yes, that does work very well. Sometimes I even do that with just like the t-shirt designs I've made. Like you do a pattern and the white block and then put the design, and it makes it look a little better.
That could work. I mean, the thing with patterns on T-shirts is you get like the square, right? And then the pattern will only go towards the square, and it looks kind of
Oh no,
funky.
no, I don't mean for a T-shirt. I mean like if I've made a design about like I don't know what, fishing or something. I don't know, or whatever, some kind of design or I don't know. My brain is fried. I drove last night from Connecticut, so it's been quite the day.
It's a long drive.
Yeah, long drive. And then I had a meeting this morning and it's just been like crazy. I just mean like instead of just putting like a design you've already made on a t-shirt, like just straight onto a journal, it looks a little better when you like make the pattern and do all that and do like a white square and then put the design you made.
Right. There's a lot you can do with it for sure. I mean, there's the thing I've been doing recently while I was testing all this out to make sure it wasn't broken before we release it for you guys is I was using a lot of the Merchant Former graphics that we had made for Valentine's Day. Because the Valentine's Day, you take like those hearts and you patternize them out and then you sell them on PopSockets. And I don't know why, but people are buying those. So
yes, I liked Patty's comment, so I have to show that.
Go Pack! Hey, we're doing pretty well this year. We'll see what happens in the next game, but.
Somebody was saying yes, that it looks great for a book. Definitely does. Neil is a gift to all of us. Yes, it's so true. Great comments, everybody. Somebody's watching from you. Elva's watching from YouTube. Awesome. This is so great. You guys, I might just start going live randomly because it's so exciting to go live in 5 places at once. Okay, let's see. Help ticket because I'm not seeing selection for patterns.
So you have one for the patterns. Nothing should be selected. Okay, so add something to your images. So you upload an image, and then you have to select that layer. If you don't select the layer, you're not going to see the top menu bar show up. If you're still not seeing it, you said you put in a help ticket. They'll probably check that. Make sure to check in an incognito window, though. You might just have to clear out your cookies and cache. But the image that you select or the SVG or whatever you upload needs to be selected before the little pattern bar will show up at the very top.
Okay, Ryan had a question. He's doing it, and he's having trouble after he makes the pattern.
Yeah, so if you create a really ugly pattern like I just did 5 minutes ago and you hate it, click on the product tab to the very left. So that's going to be where you switch your products. There's going to be a button on that tab that says discard pattern. So you just click that and it will remove everything right there.
Perfect. 49ers rule.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see.
Redskins definitely don't. That's my team. Sadly, I'm old enough to remember when they were good, and that was a very long time ago.
Back in the day.
They were so good when I was a little kid that when they won the Super Bowl, everybody was cheering, and I just was like legitimately asked, like, I'm like, why is everyone so excited? Don't they always win?
Is there a POD? I know Redbubble has something similar to the merch collab program that has like sports teams in them. Do they have like the NFL sports teams? Because I'm just thinking about patterns in general, but like those logos would do amazingly well if we could sell them. I don't know if Redbubble has that.
I don't remember which POD has NFL, if any of them do. I think Cafe Press has some kind of, I think they have army or military stuff, and I don't know. They have something. I don't remember if it's NFL. We'd have to look.
Yeah, I don't know.
But yeah,
something to think about, I guess.
Sky is the limit. Will the designer work on tablets?
It depends on what tablet you have. If you're having trouble on a tablet, I know it works on mobile phones. I don't actually own a tablet. So if you do, make sure you're using the Google Chrome browser and you don't have a bunch of plugins installed. I don't even know if they work on tablets. It works on a mobile phone, though. I use it usually while I'm watching presidential debates. That's where I get a lot of random funny sayings to put on church that take literally no effort. It's like someone says something dumb and you're like, wow, that would that would probably get a reaction out of someone, and you just quickly throw it
And
up
it's
on
so
Amazon.
easy to test it. And then if it does, because sometimes you're like, oh, this is a great idea. And then nobody ever.
And then no one buys anything. You're like, well, it took me 30 seconds. Not
then
really.
You just delete it like a week or two later. Like, it's so easy to just test because like if they're going to buy it, they're going to buy it now because it just happened.
I was going through some merch designs, and I was going through the removed list, and I noticed when PopSockets first came out, I uploaded a ton of just animal pictures that, of course, never sold. They were just like screen caps of animals, but it took me 10 seconds each to upload them.
Yeah, I've done a few things like that, and usually like at least one ends up selling. It's like I'm like, all right, well that was worth it. But yeah, I try not to do things that are so simple like that, but you never know. I mean,
yeah, well, I mean, at the end of the day, like, you aren't your target audience.
Exactly.
Right? I'm not my target audience, but I don't think a single piece of clothing that I sell, but people buy them. So who am I to judge,
Exactly. Well, I am really excited about this. That's why we did this real quick. People were asking about the code, the merge money code that works, right? The 20% off. Yeah. Okay. So does it work on any of the links, like the annual or the monthly? Or
yes. So hey, quick thing. I haven't posted any of the groups yet, but if anyone is watching this and signs up, we don't have it posted on the actual website, but if you go to your subscriptions page, it's in the upper right-hand corner. There is a heavily discounted yearly plan in there for MLK Day, which is coming up here soon. So make sure to, once you log in, go up to your subscription settings and change that over before we remove that.
Perfect. So so yearly. So the code is merch money. I think it's just all lowercase, all one word.
Yep. Nice and simple.
Patty's saying we need to have a collection and get you a tablet.
No, I don't need any more computers or tablet. Man, why would I need a tablet? Like, if you see my stick figures, which I can barely draw, they are hideous. So, like, tablets would be much better utilized by someone other than myself.
It's so strange that it works on a phone but not a tablet. I wonder why. You would think like a phone is even smaller, like that it would. I don't know. I guess maybe tablets are different.
Yeah, I don't know. If you haven't already, put in a help ticket with like all of the information that you're using. So like browser updates, or version numbers. That's what I'm trying to say. And we'll see if we can dig a tablet up. I mean, I'm sure someone I know has one. So
awesome. What else, guys? Who's gonna make patterns today? I already made one.
Nice.
Who else? Merch is gonna be like, what's going on? Why is there so many patterns being uploaded today?
I don't like when it comes to PopSockets though. That's almost exclusively what I sell on them. Like, originally I sold a lot of just normal T-shirt designs, and that's kind of like decreased a lot, probably with the increased competition and everything. But
yeah. Well, I think with patterns, at least for me, one of the reasons it sells better is because you can say colors. For a T-shirt, you might not have colors. So I usually put the colors of the pattern in the title, and a ton of people search for PopSockets by color because they want it to match their phone.
Just don't use rose gold or glitter for anyone watching this.
Yeah. Don't do that.
I did that at the very beginning.
I totally did.
I was the one in the groups like, rose gold is a color. It's not a print, blah, blah, blah. And I was, okay, fine. After a while, it's like, people don't sit there and read or think about how the things are printed. They have no idea that we exist. They just think that Amazon is selling this. It's going to print in a metallic color.
Yeah.
And at the end of the day, you don't want to piss Amazon off. So,
and it's true, like, because at first I was like, why can't you say glitter? And I really didn't understand in the beginning. And now I get it, because if you go to stores and you see the PopSockets, there are some that have actual glitter on them. So now I understand like the confusion with customers and why you can't say glitter. But
or they have those like metallic foil prints. I don't know how they're doing that, but so those exist from the company.
It does make sense. So I no longer have anything that says glitter. So no glitter, no metallic, no rose gold. But other colors, I mean, if it's just a regular color, you can say that.
Black, blue, yellow and green. Don't do yellow and green, but that's
those ones aren't searched as much. But all right. Any other questions? I think we'll keep this one kind of short.
I see one from Larry. He says, is upgrading subscription required for patterns? Early adopter? No. So the patterns is going to be, if you have access to Merch Informer, period, you log in, you click the Merch Informer designer, and they will be there. Now, caveat, you have to actually add an element and select it before you will see the pattern button. If you don't have an element on your screen and the layer is not selected, you won't see it. So just keep that in mind. But yeah, everyone that has an account will have access to it.
Good point. I'll remember that if anybody asks me if they don't see it. All right, so you have to have an image, click on it.
And then it'll be in the upper right-hand corner. Yep.
Yes, and super easy. You just click it. I was able to make a pattern in 1 second. So awesome. Cool. All right, guys. Well, thank you so much, Neil. I really appreciate you doing this. Merch Informer is amazing. It's all encompassing.
Thanks for having me. Thank you. We're trying to make it better. So appreciate all you guys watching and recommending certain things. I know this took a while to get out, but
yes, and that's a good point, guys. If there's something that you want, just message Neil, because it's incredible how fast he usually comes up with stuff. I know Christina sent a message and it was like the next day. So
we have a good team behind us, so everything's going smooth.
Yeah. All right, guys. Well, have a wonderful weekend, and thank you, Neil. And we'll see you guys all later. Bye.